Adesimama premuato ya mamunyina ha. Ya sama munyina fisiapa. Afenko nensa metu yembiu. Afise se na de dawa kuma so nyina awrade ayama. Ena de aka kire fiti saa bre kosi safi beko na wie yenso na awrade ayama. Eye omemu nsam ani ama hodo so de ayensaka. Ani yaboabo ano atudin se premtobre kase ebo awie ye ne etiefu ese hunkunya. Utie free peace 104.3 FM so okay 101.7 neat 100.9 Nimi ansa ewo se pa Sabeka dance na kra eno ati hello 101.5 FM wadum kumase Ghana man temye dunsia baby a wote yankan kasa fidie be se duesie nimi ne ekire kwamnone a be se duasa peacefmonline.com GhanaToday.com so abode etiefu benye be akan de di kase bonimu akotini bi ne
kan e omampani abedi ekire Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia no what to be ediamani abanye to say Ghana democracy and a watching form.
To say the least, very, very disappointed in what is going on in our country. It looks like our institutions of democracy and our tenets of democracy are being undermined.
National organizer Edema MPP Amanyokono Henry Nanabuachi watchra se by election na me yad mebekoso ewo pandai no was say MPP Amanyokone de wojina wanaso brane wamunsuro hute.
The new patriotic party there, we are not by a year easy at the Awayano. Now, at the country, I can say, near air queen no court of appeal, oh, to me, some bema attending.
Asoya wo nkita hodie wonsam so wo mai mu abamane sa afifofo ye kosimim sim registration dwumedie bekoso anu ntie bekwa homa no so na ye ne pani ya wodi akotene wabedweko ya wo nkita hodie wonsam so akwa akodi enkomom afi eku a won sha basem eye Transparency International Ghana wo mu kire se OSP adwuma na wo bo na amanfo ase ebe ya yenyi firi honom wo se yenya abotre ma no wonyini
kata se edi ya para wo mai wutino ye asa ya repri ya wo nemu mbani nsu kese to comedy wa entrance fa se di ndi eni ti le ma sre Ghana fo se yenya abotre
Baina abamane se lithium honsen sem sisi ade watwe ade awo ho kakra no ntie be kwa amano so ne ene mankesi mahini akwa akodi enkomo na grad fo adwalai pa wo mo sre Ghana ban sem eye nefu adu na pen wode ma no se wanhwe na no ne ekọ so pa Kede Senior High School wensi hu gina pa de atwa no wode ene won betie ewie nsempi na ka wehu na yesi nkonwa yede somo ma yemfa seda emanyuman
MTN chese kwasem lesson ne nya krasa obekwa akoto santra kwasala ya ukwa akope sim card ye ode download my MTN app ni sisi a obekwa seamless enne African Queen Mackerel enam akase kama yede egu ntontra wamu a yede ntosu egu ho aduane bia wo ye no hia African Queen Mackerel tawe no mu keke Said me koya dawruma enese amansan ti ame kwabena mafo bene
ohini wo akase bo ahini yesi nkonya yede esomo Africa sebo ne mu nchemu eni sisi ansemu a wotwa wo my Ghana mo antene so bibie di ho nkomo eye pandai abato ebetua no so se ne abeto dwa na omanfo kirechirem se abato ne de se ebeye ebetimi akoso kra de ebuachi bidim sensa na anwada yete wo yenke bi hyem ne beto dwa ese high court kase pe watermala ebua se abato ne de sebium NDC amanyoko nipa wogine mu se candidate edema NDC amanyoko ne se wo hwede mu se polling station be se eduanai ba ko pe na yentimi nto aba na so temuafo no kire se wato ne boase aboakire hu sa abato no se pass ye to eduanai ba ko na ebe ha dwene nti yen cancel nyina na se yentwem na afia ba no yen sanso nkoto ne biom enam so ma MPP amanyoko na abamane a wo chese ntwa ye nto asomo se yati wo my Ghana mu pa no obi asebe wode na sam kwadan court kire se wani ade amepe na temuafo ne se mahwemu ehunu se dabi me ye ne se enye ye nti yenkoto no foforo de na wo mu bua kire se ntwa ye kura na anu ada beto dwa so wode wani kyeremu e wo my Ghana mra so bedefie se yadom kuma ne kyerɛ sɛ adeɛ no kora te hɔ yɛdi ho abobo yɛn kan wie yɛ abere wɔ pani tins ansɛm a temu mapa beto dwa no yɛwura Martin Yindam kyerɛ sɛ wa file stay of execution na afɛ so appeal ɛde ama high court na afɛ so supreme court baatan a wɔhwɛ anim sɛ nyame yɛ adoma December bosome ne de ɛtɔ so edu wɔ afim wɔn bɛsi ho konya na wɔn asi no koso nanso wɔte wɔn ma no wɔnya ne nteɛ sɛ krakyeni ɛwɔ my Ghana mmra hyɛbɛdwe fie wɔatwerɛ nkrataa di mu paa de akɔma isi ɛsɛ ne etie bia na abato ne yɛhwɛ ɛsi yɛbɛtumi ato ne biom and isi wɔn mu aboa no na abato ne ntimi ɛnkɔ so saa ɛmfama wɔ manfo nyinaa yɛka yɛ wɔ my Ghana mmra hyɛbɛdwe fie dɔm kuma ne hware paa kyɛs wɔdi ntwa yɛ isi abebia bɛfɛ bia na obi agu so a wɔka ho asɛm wɔse kwandai abato mpɛsua no so paa de a na ntimo nya abotre kakra yɛ kai paa sɛ yɛwura gyaakye kwesin sɛnsɛmi dan agboda pidie kura no yɛtimi de yɛmfa ho twa bi ɛde yɛ adanse nti ɛba ne sɛn ɛna mpanifo timi gyina obodua so ka so yɛkura de akonnwa no yɛ dampan na mpanifo aka wasɛm sɛ wiase mu kɔtɔ sɛ wɔafɛfo gu so a wɔgye asra no wantene kokromoti anye bia ne ɛka ne sɛ kokromoti adwan nti no kane wɔ mampani abɛde akyi a no wɔhim franka ɛde ama MPP amanyoko no ɛwɔ mfie pinu ɛne adwune na abato mu ɛyɛ Dr. Alhaji Mahmudu Bamia wakasa wɔse ensɛm akɔ so wate bi pa na wɔte na bɛmɔ bu ɛne ya wɔdi yaw senti Ghana ha pa na nti Ghana democracy sɛ wo kebi misumi kebi yɛ kyerɛ ya dwene ɛna NDC aban ɛte so ɛtwe ne fam enyuma hodoɔ panka yɛ hwɛ nim so obetimi aboa na yɛ democracy na etimi etum pon no wɔn twi na sisi wɔse ɛnyɛ fɛ kora enti ne dia wɔde to dwan se wɔbɛsrem ɛsɛ kwandai by elections ɛbɛyɛ mpanifo ɛntwe hɔ kakra na wɔde sansem wɔ gina to dwabra wɔhyia atu ahene ne si ahene fam ɛwɔ tifi atɔyɛ mantam no wɔse wɔdie ɛnyɛ fɛ wɔse ɛnyɛ kra bɛhwɛ kora Ghana nka yɛka by election ya kyerɛ sɛ MPP fo ani abere wɔ ho ɛsɛ ne yɛtie bia na ɛsa ne yɛdi ka atwa bia to hɔnom enti nya afi na NDC aban panifo ɛte so ɛba bɛkyerɛ sɛ democracy ne yɛkɔ nadwoa anaasɛ yɛkɔ nata wɔse sɛnea nanoada yɛwura gyaakye kwesin sɛnsɛm ne ba ya wɔn sɔre gyina wɔn bɛn so ɛmo ade wani kyerɛ mu my Ghana mmra hyɛ bɛdwe a wɔn gyegyina mu sɛ ane yɛ deɛ yɛmpene da ɛma akonnwa mo mpan ne dampan no wɔse saa paa na wɔhwɛ anim sɛ pandai abato mpɛsua no wɔn nyɛ ne saa.
To say the least, very, very disappointed in what is going on in our country. It looks like our institutions of democracy and our tenets of democracy are being undermined. The issue of Pandai with Matthew Yindam is not a new issue in our democratic politics. You've had issues with Dana Bodakpi, you've had issues with Techikwes in Asin, and basically you've had the House allow the court and the legal processes to take place and be exhausted before state institutions are stampeded into acting in ways that undermine democracy. Matthew Yindam should be given his day in court. He has filed appeal processes at the High Court. He has filed for a judicial review at the Supreme Court, and none of those cases has been adjudicated. So why the rush? Why the indecent haste? I think that he's being railroaded. I think that this undermines our institutions of democracy. I think that we should take a halt to these processes and allow him to have his day in court, just as others have done in the past. The House has never really rushed in this way when it came to the other cases. What is the difference with the case of Matthew Yindam?
Dr. Manensi one man was say adeɛ bi akɔso ɛwɔ my Ghana mmra hyɛ bɛdwofia ne nije ho paa wɔse dɔm kuma no wɔn ayɛ adeɛ sɛ ensɛm wɔ nyinaa twi ne ti no wɔn asɔre agyira brania wɔkyɛ sɛ saa konwa ne deɛ si apan ne dampan wɔnyi ntum wɔse wɔn nkɔ so nya ne sɛ sanse wɔfoa wɔn so.
I think it should not be this case. I think we should uphold the tenets of democracy. Democracy is something precious that we've all had and we've all subscribed to. When you start undermining its pillars, you break it down. And the consequences for the nation are very severe. And so simply because you have power, you shouldn't feel that you can ride roughshod over your opponents and over the principles of democracy. And so I stand with the principles that are being espoused by the minority in Parliament, and they are doing a good job at it. And we want to support all the principles that they are fighting over in this particular case.
Nani omampani abedi eche ya wohim franka kese edema MPP amanyoko mfiempinu ene aduonu na abatuo mu eye Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bawumia no wasra de hye ne se womo dia womo hye ne yakoso nyina sabe subane ne ye bia NDC abanda ne dim na wonto aba emfayi no sansem we nyina Pius Beidu Bansen ene chro de besum yen
na sansem kro ya na ena no pe ya de ache bia tumedi ekoso ewo OKFM ohene na Kwame Yamo ena wotena akonyam a one national organizer ma New Patriotic Party Henry Nanabuache akasa ye nanabi ene yatade frɛ no en wotre se asabi ba wura krama de bede na dompe ahia no enya ade a bibia behunahuna wonum kra na womadika kra ya appeal ya womu wotidie se court kwa asetena obeka asam no kura de ama wonum mra sebejeni no ntinya de a bibia bo wonum hu.
The New Patriotic Party there, we are not by a year easy at the Awayano. Now, as you country, I can say, near Air Queen Nano, Court of Appeal, who to me, some the man attending a yeguma. And now it be no Supreme Court and so no as I would to me some the man attending a yeguma. The country, I can say, yeah, who is judgment, a year High Court to mine, a year fraud, a year bad, to say, a yabia, a year papa. It was any echo in an out to say, a quine, never been the first why, ye, the coming to be a memory year cassette, no be a winning about 3,734 votes. Now, police station, I must more as someone only 41, and also 500 votes per NA out of people. Is it then I can see a training name?
Na Henry Nanabuache and fans one what they say, and yan wawa say, and call 4 binmotia mu say, Lateral Commission. Ya mpenimfo mi ansa dano maami Jemensa Dr. Sare Bosman ena tete ya mpam wonum wo kanse sudua se wo mu ya bias pa electoral commission ya bias
Electoral Commission no mudi huna se ye omajuma ese omko musuru so majuma bo san se ye the petition ben so na obaka ya Electoral Commission de Ghana fo ye diom ho ya no munye hu na ebeto bra wo be so omko omunye obi amadi obi ankabi momo se ablekuma sa no ye ya omudi oyuni ene basabasa ye e de ba memu ha kame akwa se kamamin kebia na memu no ne ye tugu no hu be se omu san se NDC national chairman onna na aban wa ban se mu kwa ye be yimu nyina mafiri ho ene hu be to omo so omo position omo bo ho ban ntwe ye ne aban ya tiso na enya se ya hwe de ne ye kra no mo pe ye dada ehu no mo de omo
ochina for the ten kase aye national organizer man New Patriotic Party Henry Nanabuache na nabi ene ye tied friend no OKFM ade ache bi adwumedie so one ohene nana Kwame Amo
eno da na 1 year sha abato wonsem so o my Ghana mu bo amane se nyame ya adom a December abosome no ne de toso eduasa wa fi mu bandai abato mpesua so abato no beba so na nam so ma wenti ye kwa ma no so ne ne MPP dwemteneni e de ma bandai abato mpesua no so kenjato akwakodi enkomo ne ahwe ahoboa mapa wo mu gusu a wo mu eye ye rewie ya kwa ba
Idase mi joso
apombo akode
nyame na adom je hoye
sisi ade obi kan nasem enya banesa abane yesa ba beto ne biom MPP amanyoko no ahobo akosen
Midday na me share to the FM T4 so afọ ahomwane de right from 24th November ye hu sa kangaroo ruling na high court judge Maya no and ye hu say we have to speed up our game now adopt strategies ebeboa therefore say we are running a democracy so we're still having a bit of hope ne trust say other courts so be kasa and our government institutions and also they will not fall to that line and see we so aye try to agree and I want to speak as a trauma easy regardless with the say ni appeal case and a Supreme Court case no yeah who say we know now is say there's that agenda they want to come to Panda for the real land like you say are prepared. We have nothing to be worried about. So we started activating all our activities. I feel say a bit in and then so this thing also came to hit us in our face. Yeah, who say I want the but we as human beings we are not going to leave any stone unturned in Bandai. Say the problem we are having in the country, the president promised Ghana 24-hour economy where the youth were supposed to be getting jobs. To me, so they just want to divert to those big issues. Those people who wanted to put the government on its toes, they divert to Oye before from. For Pandai, we in MPP, we are all with that. Maybe I want to nothing will lose in Pandai, nothing will change. Yeah, we voted for Matunian Dam, and we are solidly behind him. Pandai people are behind him, and there's nothing that they can do. When you say Nra, regional minister called Pandai. Then now we chiefs are press conference and Kabeya presentation on one piece now with the on petrol or more petrol. The regional minister went to Panda yesterday, all year him for say, or we are alien or more people. Why we free the before from you came or we say him. He called them all manner of names. That is what is going to happen in Panda. If they starting threatening, say you arrest any chief that come to talk about this rural matter there, that tells you say near we speak a year near issues so yeah no on will say as some of these cases are there for appeal and they still want to go ahead. No, they have an agenda. They started threatening the chiefs. We in MPP will not stand for that threat. If they come to Panda, I mean problem they say so bad no much me near almost but they shouldn't think say there's any threat that will put we in MPP to sleep. We will do it. There's nothing that will do that will change the verdict for the Mama to 2024 7th December.
Eti miraja to wadama o kasa na wo ka bibi se kangaroo yenim se o my Ghana temu adwuma no so mo ye independent wo mo de wo mo so enti o ka kangaroo na ase kire ne say
no kangaroo ni say o check here how can somebody me opponent who rule na ase na rule na ba and which said there's no justice in what they are doing and then the ATC and also that is what it is idea. Yeah, in some penny for be including the chief justice crown or modern region before that. And sometimes we are also hearing what they are telling people. Well, it means scheme what they show. They've run a call for state of education. And the same judge one man case and he said, Yanko to Abano. He gives 18 say he will give his judgment on the 18th. And say Asano and Yapapa. You know that the judge that just threw out our case, and he will not even take time to say or make ruling. So when he gave order, say he will make the ruling on our stay, and then the EC, I'm order say 30th young whatever. So what does he know? Let's say EC need speaker for no. They want to tell us say or wouldn't him the ruling before they are doing what they are doing. And yes, I'm going to oh, judge is over my ruling on the 18th. And think train 18th for no. Now, yeah, share their answer and will take a decision. They give 18, and every day, and the issue a year order. I mean, sir, they know the ruling before they are doing what they are doing. And I'm in Unyaji. Because when you ruling now, you have to wait. We all have to respect. Not anything prior now. Supreme Court is prior to another version. At least let the institution work. If NDC is seen, say, they will not allow institutions to work, maybe they will try whatever they want to try in Panda, and we will all get the results together.
Sisi ano amanfo kosa wo mu bisa ne say na stay of execution ni appeal no wasam no en.
Let me say that, and if that should be the worry of Ghanaians. Yenina ya just to be democracy. Or before saying the rights are being trampled upon and office of courts. And of course I'm on the order say say. And no man order against so he has the right to say also on call for appeal. With appeal you have to go for stay. And that is how we case was Supreme Court. That's I mean na other NDC, those courts, they don't care about it. So we in MPP, our destiny is in our hands. We'll go and defend our democracy. Said Supreme Court speaker, we'll go and do what we can to defend ourselves in Panda. That's what we want to do now. Because if you have respect, we expect to say, and someone can give the person to fair hearing. Now, court to say, once I know and yet we'll all be happy going. Matthew will win this election or lose some point. He will lose as a proud man because near Kosono, everybody sees and papa, what is happening is not right. What I say. So we don't care. We
can say your bebwa your home aqua battle no more now or she shot say.
Oh, sir, about only the Omuyano. Your own party say the laws are not working. So we are not going to that election with the law. Because Usha, if laws here to my court, that is where it's a baby come here or something. So it's a court more orders. Court man we say so and they don't want to respect it, they will take a decision ahead of the court in the year. So what didn't you I don't know to say and to me see what one day. They will take laws into their own hands. Some of them take laws here. It means they will apply the same thing in Pandai and we will not sit down to receive it. And then whatever they think say we'll all go and do the same elections together. So no time to this in our regional minister Bayan is a classic signal say they have an agenda. What do you mean can share in only say or Kasa and two paramount chiefs, one paramount chief from Inchimburu, one from Nauri. They did a press conference say and Kabaya President Shana Mayan to Rirano. Then you can't say they are alien or you arrest them. You can't intimidate people like that. Let's say that is the agenda they are bringing. Until Oka some will say as him for and then I want to make a political opponent. So we know
the best senior Raja Tosha Siena Wokasan was say, who Gideon Pasera Martin in Dambedim Kunim, Intiminim Yenti Amodem Ranabeto in China, MPP Amanu Komodia Bitria Koto Abaton.
There be a main firm running to channel. I'm saying, say, yeah, we know the match is going to win. But and non Tient means 9, 10, and Kase, you better winning. Listen to regional minister and the comments, tells us to say, if we can look at the paramount chief, two paramount chief face and say, they are alien, if you do, you arrest them. Now, yeah, of course, I election now. What can they do to me? What I say, after winning the NDC candidates, is the problem. We don't have, there's no problem between NDC and Pandai.
You better since Kenja to one and Edrum Tini Edma MPP Amanyoko and Krabata work Pandai Abato and Persiaso. Nebusia ye can say ne yanim penny for be bedding como send ye di cowboy room MPP Amanyoko na catching a besan so com NDC Amanyoko na catching off Yakwakoshem and Hobama pa 1 more years and say is it dear when ya babe canasem ese Emran and Sakan Kratan wabuetre ne mum December bosimino ne da toso eduasam and na Abato no e kosu nti yebekọ NDC amanyoko na kache afa yewia yebesan so ni opani na nkasa yewura Martin Nyindam akwakodi enkomo ne ahwe na hobo a womo ye court ne de na temu no obi anim yedi ka kra to yebo ase akirekire mu dada ene nia isi mpanifo wode etudwa yeguso a ye pem ehomemu pa se yensa betimi aka mpanifo ekukuda mienu yi na yetimi edi nkomo ahwe sania ahoboa esi etie ye pem so pa over Ebane Ghana mradia minim say pocket lawyer kura wonye ba ne atie bia se ne aba no besi akono no eno ena wo hwe na ma yenko ane ene yewura Martin Nyindam enkodi enkomo yensa kono ankasa ewo ahoma no so nti no yehwe se ne esitie honorable akwaba o
meni aba mejo
bako de
radina de adomia yesin kwa mudie obo ade na ebeda na asia
abano ye kwa akoto biemu o isi ededa no aba woje ne sei
na minchia tisa hatipo na machia monso ena okaye no mejeri senra yoko high court eko move motion for case ama judge le say on the 18th of this month JS Ebrufina social media so don't say it is to say a better abandon on the 30th. The moment you sabi wenya me nwanwa na de kan aka yes you know e ade a o ma share that plan is on person moye say me sit no o me sit in every meeting say boni mu say ne papa mu o mo ani ni in a sense say atona e de call court no mimi nim pefe sandafo nyina nim pefe obi amokro no chete mo le free hoba no sabe nwanwa nke bibi kwa na kamo mai kwan na atemu no nke yimi akire na nka no kwenu meden emra bedai edadi enso omunya omaje se ombeka se no kwenu bedadi yeso mo ya ne se omo de omo ahonde tumi na sabe Ghana for di ama omo no ọmọ de baba kwan na na ọmọ yẹ ni ọmọ pẹ sọ ọmọ yẹ because ẹnyẹ saa de a mi wọ kwan sẹ sẹbi high court asẹm na ọkan no mi kọ appeal court mi taking steps ni nyinaa a saa sẹm wei a ato former MPs biara no in the history of the Fourth Republic no obiara nya kwan ẹkọ appeal ebi nya kwan kọ Supreme Court ansa na asam no ọmọ di wie adan na Matthew deɛ ne deɛ na kyerɛ animanimu ya ne ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ na bɛyɛ nti na ɛsɛ deɛ ɔmo de aba technically no ɛkyerɛ sɛ court a yakɔ appeal court a yakɔ Supreme Court na yakɔ no ɔmo a ɔmo adwene sɛ ɔmo ntie because ɔnyɛ adeɛ ɛbɛyɛ adwuma nti ɔmo afiksi 30 sɛ mɛto aba deɛ a me deɛ na mɛwɔ ka yɛn nyinaa yɛbɔ mpaeɛ amadan na duru na kyerɛ sɛ Nyankopɔn bɛkyerɛ no tumi yɛbɛsi biara deɛ sɛbe ɔsom na nka mɛbɛsom kwandaefoɔ na kwandaefoɔ so wɔgyidie wɔ mu sɛ meba bɛsom ɔmo na ɔmoto aba maa me aba nyɛ aba kuma wokɔ parliament nɛ a ebi wɔ hɔ a wobɔ sɛ ɔmo kura hɔ koraa no ɛnu 200 na mede aba bɛyɛ 3,734 akɔ parliament a obi bɛka sɛ irregularities nti wɔde 41 police stations akɔ na ɔmo atwa aba no nyinaa mu sɛ yɛmmra mmɛtɔ foforɔ mɛso meka sɛ mehyɛ brɛ no no na ɔbɛyɛ ne dɛn yɛsɛ ama no ahwɛ
adama sɛnea wokasa deɛ na kyerɛ sɛ wɔmanfoɔ nim wo paa na wɔte wasɛm ase ɛdeɛ nhyehyɛ strategy saa na wode gu akwan so ɛde boaboa ho atwɛn December 30 afi
well mene wokasa yi deɛ ɛna wokaeɛ no menyɛ ɛnyɛ apɛ na makɔ parliament 2016 and 2012 na medical winning year. So 2013 I was in parliament. 2016, 2017 I was in parliament. 2020 and I said you I knew Yamame and I obi for year. No Giano and I'm naming in the treasury when they in the free parliament. Miss Abaye number Boabame home. Esum Panda for although name MP, but mature model and a moment say, almost answer. I'm a man with a Matthew, me mood, make me a warm, and I'm decided to me the man. But on I and I say, not Ben was really, can I say, Abano be just Sabe, many states behind me, many resources behind me. In Renaissance, Pandafona and eventually, so much to mammy, give some good your madame, the domaster. So much to me, in Chiminomogia. Sabi n'enya na mi sɛ me wɔ nkwa gbɔda bia na me ka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ wiase mu ayi deɛ na ɛba bɛfa yɛyɛ na ɛbɛtumi ayɛ wɔmmerɛ so a wɔbɛkɔ akuku dam yɛbra no a ɛnɛ ɔmo ba aban mu a sabi ɔmo ama ɔmo ministers ɔyɛ defense minister ɔyɛ environment minister and high profile military guys sabi aban no mu how many days na ɔmo di yɛ ɛnɛ ofi ɔmo a ɔmo fɔm nti nyame srɛ ne sɛ bandafoɔ nim me esumi nim ɔmo Nebesi biano, Yakopo nebedana.
Honorable Uwansam Fufra, a year Fufra from near Yakoto Aba, December 7, 2024, the two jar, Uwa GDS or Mount for Beto. Now, Sawa could say a bay obedim kunim. Sanya Usi Casano, or be saying, and Cransheni Moo.
Oh, and Cransheni, and Cransheni form. Me drew from Honoma, said Asama Bay. Nipa dodoa na aka bia mame nipa dodoa na akire mra no mu se na nke se ye ne sabe otimi fo otimi wa oyi o kaba fa wa bati o ba na dan but at the end of the day no ni omo ye no enye ade papa sabe obi ansura abato me ma tumi ansura abato but abato a wan hwe a emu nsem edi ne enfata beba kwandan no enu bi na ya na ye bi mu eden yesuru because you know by elections may run of particular constituencies and a single constituency. You know challenges there but at the end of the day, no you deliberately, being say, almost per se, almost for biaso, no which is so bad and mentality. Even the hate crowd to declare my seats in parliament every country. ABC that. I don't know. Everybody said this is what they want to do. And they orchestrated and they want to do it. But about what the Minia, I didn't know. It will be in Kugu and I'll be in Kuni. And yes, I'm about what here.
Honorable Sanet here.
Exactly. And it's almost a chinchina and go to a bar. May independent candidate, major party, ticket to show. And never to be an set of Daniel David, and I know.
I do.
So let's see what God will do.
Honorable Weddy, and I may be Sakosa says, send you no man for any tea, no. Bra, court, Edna Temobe to Jano, send our man for Esifa Jennifer.
I know beyond it. I'm not for the Brakasam. I am for Krakasam, and Momokra compare Kanta, I am for. Because everybody will say, Abana to the Pandano. There is nothing, absolutely nothing that went wrong. Because yes, you were Pandana, almost over the Akoko, with their deep in Kunim. Sayame ya do na sadi etnasia. One day yen na even who consequences na won. Because I just say no be an election and winning. Obi an elections and winning because a just a presidential candidate win it. And one to be pick an name and keep way. Now we court. No go tabia, no matter to abana ya this is necessary with them. And that's what in here. So this is a bad precedent I hear in this country. Because meaning when I phone him, say nothing happened. The police stations now got to about 162 police stations. Agents in everybody saw that there was nothing that went wrong, and everybody signed on to those pink sheets. All the 162 pink sheets, except only 2.
You better sepa, you better sinti, you ramati nyindam. Wano ena na pandai abatu wano wate so se mrashe bedwani ho aba asemu a esi aye ka se dai were pa so court ne bua wanda temo de atodwa ma isi sem bronya abosumi ne de toso aduasa na ba no ye kwoto no nyina foforo na sani edi ka kopio wa MPP amanyoko na aka chintim yenko NDC fo hoy na no so yenko hwe hyehyɛ mapa oguso a woyes ahoboa no wo ma hyase a wo mo ya na ebusua ye boy homode pass ye betini nya no na afi nkomotwetwe na timi akoso Yera Gregory Anija don wono ene dan kitawudia no edema NDC amanyoko no ewo pandai abato empesios Yera kwaba
ba mi ndase
apombo kwade
this one don't Bibia Boko
atebo ne nya aba o NDC amanyoko mo je ne say
in fact anije asem emma enye NDC mpo kwa the kroni nyina constituency ni nyina endra electoral commission edi date ne ba ye no na panda ya sha se kura bronya ne da obi ani aje e wo panda hanom so ya somu
Yera Gregory na obi ka asem bi kire me say NDC amanyoko no wokọ parliament ya MPC nko ya modia eye 185 and independent ya 4 enti e ka omo nyina abomu a 189 akonya ba ko no wo mo so mo de ye dai amani abri
democracy na Ghana hanmo ye nyina ye de ye adwuma. So as a political party, even 2028, you say parliamentary seat in as a political party. Half from Union MPC for because when they came to power, mismanagement now of course so Ghana no. Nyame ya dom now 2028 mpoa akonya ni na ye get free omo ensamo eno and I had a chat here, one after the other. So that it's a signal at the moment. Among born in almost every boo, Ghana Hanamo, Ghanaians are tired and total rejection and are enforcing. So, yeah, as a political party, they even half of people, young dying moment. So, the best will not see to be a problem. No, now, coins no the debate all the seats na omo de so when someone 2028 inshallah the debate seats ni nyina e dey free from ho
abotam yentiase mu wie kwanda de na mu seat foforo mo sanso akwa preview ana
na me dikan ka say e wo mbra coin so obi a okọ parliament a wan fa mbra coin so anko parliament na as a political party ye nhwehwemu na ebedati na court ebeka say one far and reconso and we will go and contest if they declare the seat vacant.
Yo, my young share, see, and now who are saying, Ewa Baton Persiano, some more candidate and office 1 year, a better abandoning.
Yeah, NDC as a political party, way there, a good match, MIA. As I said, the good people of Mandai, Ebekaya, 2023, the former president, Omanpeni Nana Akufo-Addo, Ebak Mandai Hanamo. Na samreno NDC candidate no honorable Salana onona oye MP message na omanpeni dada na Akufo-Addo be ma pandafo ni nyina se o manse platform no o se oni de oni honorable Daniel Sala wapa onim no na kire se on free the party umunti na oye member of parliament no onim no enenti na yensa enka development. That was the message na Omanpeni dada na Akufo-Addo edibe ma pandai fo nyina na ukai se pandai salaga kwano on the 17th of August 2017 ena Omanpeni dada na Akufo-Addo ebe kati salt or the ahimfo nyina ekosi ewia se kati salt na yeko about 2020 na omo candidate no elusi ye no ya jai kwano apiyimpo isweto na kwano twam menu salaga fo ntimi mba yensu yetumi enko salaga mano eba news so enyina so that message ni ewo pandafo nyina se Omanpeni dada na Akufo-Addo ebe ka se kire ye nko ade a se opposition MP na want ya development apoya ye ni development say dia oni de wabeka na system ene dia kire se opportunity say esa babioma million pandafo when nya dia ye be presu bibo. So when the phone I imagine saying I'm doom on the 30th and you never sorry work up. Now I share line since near to a banner diama a honorable Daniel Sala wapa away NDC candidate. Yeah, on His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I was say a Jumapa Emma Ghana for you now up and that for ye chafanso ebano. Now on you know as me as some Eddie Puntio, Eddie Abema, Pandapo. So, you know, delegate, and I say, you can say, vote yes or no, Eddie Como. Now, you know, MPP for now, Sebi, Omanya, Kwanya, Upcourt School, Kakrano. They are telling us, say, wait, there is a down deal for NDC.
Yeah, brother, say papa, na me pay bisa okra say MPP ni be na woni wodi san komo na so ofa brena ye be brena so an santino ma yen share na NDC communication officer Pandai Abaton Persuasion Gregory Anija Don ene ye koye ni kodi nkomo no ti ofa ebre na eko pa
nanka mpese me hu baabi a wo muso wo mu wie we wo mo san akɔgye no
Ebrenisha ai but see ye wie na ene ye be
akɔgye baako na yɛbɛkɔ ahoma so na yɛne parliamentary fo a wɔwɔ Mankasim traditional area ye ɔsagyefo amanfo tu ya ɔtɔdanan amanfo de edu sky fo ntiantia ma no ye nana asomdwe nka wo ya hesanke yansa beka ye omanfo animsam dada na wotu mu kura ne nana kasaye na efa lithium agreement ya ne barari DV4 eyeye esi aban kyeresa aboa no bepim yiye nti okonechi wasa tua san so wosan kotenase na wakɔhyɛ nkrata mu biemu na gyinasi a bɛboa wo man no ɔde aba betudwa na jampani safa akɔ tetere aboa no ɛhɔ na isa no yɛne nana edikan di ho komodada entinank yɛhwɛ sɛ yɛnsa bɛka nana bion but nana homa no entumi nkɔte sɛ de yɛpɛ no yɛnsa ka nana yɛne no bɛkasa
enti wɔfasisi a yɛ twɛn nana ho
na yeah chain
say abai no enra wode nkrata akopie mo parliament say agreement no wo mo atwe watwe asan kakra nti watwe asan say wo mo odi nkomo bi wo ekire ho no mo a edanse bo kura na enche besa ba na say nyade a yeyi afiri mo kura ye tie bi besa nso aba
sa akwa akohwem
waba
Yes, I quite could send you say, could send you near Samba. Now, oh, say, Danny and Nana, a casafa, and then so a Japanese safa, quite chitra buano, a one is sano. Or a paramount for our work man Kasim traditional area, or Saja farm and Fedu. Edu, whiskey of fe, and 10 tiaman or ye. Nana sumjenka wo.
Papa ma medate.
Yo. I nana me assure that what be. Abane say wa chance on kakra. O koshim no asanda aba. What in den?
Nara na Akan. Medate pa de. Wo kasa zin kampo. Edu boye ni de oru koshim na wa san ozaba. Dame pepe. Na so na pay it's in you bidum so what wa withdraw. Wanfa or koshim na wa san da ba ne nka ho. Obi aka yin de wa withdraw. No kware biara enyim. Oru kohwe na wa san ozaba. Na entatia emime nyanyi de mara meka ho emi me colleague o man hen in kusukum okete sandok o man hen abura yenye kepo o man hen o ye member of council of state kan ho that super we see about the dominance man hen and former vice president of National House of Chiefs, honestly count. You can see a minister among the Kubwa. We are doing Midday. You for a ha. What the tabuna to one answer to them? Mority will be a yake. In Bayan Field, why you want them? Na Yakwano, Yano, ye papa, Inyana, Yakwano, minister. Okay, changing there. Oh, so Yabaka the Meda. If you are working for a company, now when you want it, the able no way would they see what it is, what the number yesterday. There, little price. Tama, 1 year agreement, July 2024. One, nobody at 3,000. Let's see our drop out to 800. Into human and obeying. Akan also on work for a company. Work from Honor, I mean Charlie. What catch your company in a day? Well, you pay them fans amount for 1 year into money. Into all 800 in Uncono, woman, career, woman, sister, say you point in me. Company one career one sister. We go to 1 million abba. Wabra price in $800. Now the member na we are now fana baby a lithium mines are for and pin. A budget $3,000. Over $800. If you don't part to what to you a for was signal wabandane was when yan. Then go yan maybe Rebecca and man for it. Not ready. Company in Kenya, them propose or the way. So I'm there mental saying that them propose a carbon a minister or any technical man. What ya not ready? What do call cabinet? What a kind there? Ya general fans amount for pa. Into party human on body, all on your way. 800 what may you show me the mara? Na yama ejuma no any see amaka bedi on cherry biara yet today imanifo e wo dey we publish there obiara ono so bibi kan wo ejuma no ho wamra in the various stakeholders na CS or civil society organization were presented on no opinion and other things on the project. No, maramu photo there oyo mampenyi mahama na Franklin Kujo Imani wasi wode ahwe wonsa de ho so won konkeye na nsama Imani wodu kotu gwan ono na ode da ma de fufu ina odaba na nsama Imani wodu kotu gwan ibinyi de wasi si adama manka wodu kotu parliament na akaye de manka ne makade 1 week ni trade Atlantic Lithium Company no kotin wo de na wo de ban ono na wo hwe ya wo de ayen hihye na wo de koto parliament into won hwe ho so wo de na fi won hwe de company na Imani fua na de ho no so wo di bia ban wo betna table na wo nyina wa hwe na fi wo nyina ho na adwen akayekor na more detail kakra wo my money for the bid me there what's it tell me na minister what care company ni there one quarter 1 year to chapel from run would on them would defeat 10% about 5% na lithium price here around $800 a money for koye mean simple na ho purchase the TC price and was no kobeye 1,005 into what it 1 year share or trade so one window price no waba 800 view be what it so royalty no oh price no over 1,000 then and what to do or some could do 2,000 they no obey oh be a 3,000 their mind was for the sliding scale. Yes. Into one near dimension, shiny not read there. Maybe project life for me, man, if we to project life or 12 years. Now, when you did there, 12 years, lithium price no be 800 throughout the 12 years. Into 1 year, she share. So, one price and that's the sun. Wobotum or minus wire then. Emphasis na aban omano so once beka body what sounds can be then one sounds one share then can instead there we process lithium ni we are what the raw form what be ship out one inka one share the wobotum with the factory do Ghana ha on a day, or the folk for what the album. Now, Momian Van there, what baby see, lithium factory, what the bay battery, and more account. Infants money, or 12 years. In the Wobesi factory, the more the bay batteries now, then after 12 years, now, fancy money, Uber. Now, factory, and again, what do the bay battery. Don't know a new dimension. I feel, member there. Young crofo no na asem no ye Canadian young crofo asem na onam duma what's the more anye haban more anye ni economic activity ya was wa we do a wole bebe biomi on incident 5th December yara ihe na no ma ahimpo ba sana edwuma no wo ya asase den ye ko minister ho committee ni na oya committee chairman Colizada no wo minister no wo me ya kaka kire ho anyi dey iya ya nga nkire ho me dey bi papa bia owo ma owo dey Ghana man nensa kan ma won ka dey yesema wonyu na emum ya de nyi dey wo botum wo dey offended ratification no wonye one more company into one there war ratification. No more running share or lease contracted. Your best sign ya cordona ya home at 2 at some man can pay the yatin. Into this yano, ye chile man put day. One fa a fake one thing see a mines, one mill, one plant, one machines, Beye what young friend the wash at January. Should a beye March 2027. No we. Incidentally, I want from my one. Now one share mail, none a human ass, one tree, a communities now, why you ask us and one compensation, one tree, my one. No one could my way 1 year, until be clear by December next year. Now, what will we the men she Cheddar will agree on royalty, Wobotia. Into from that time, 2027, March, April, company will better there war your production. Not ready. And she shave your baby on royalties. No, why you? Now, my young you quay. Pa de young crop, one son, one de Obi on ye, Juma, 2 years in Aqua for 2 months. Obi pedo si dan on to me see or economic activity what they have a total hold. Into the young cadema are buying names you know woman na de bibiaro agreement no na obayam fa swama ban young cadema 1 year. Na yes thing. Rome was not built in a day. One to me for 1 day, one fanya damokon damenya nti yes one found ratification man na one confidence and start there yet the ratification remember then humbo to me tria if we are funa a baby a project affected persons who go to for compensation now how much processing nothing nemo and to tria see my man if one they want the abanadi and you home bet no form. Na ye no finally agree on royalty payable. 1.5 years time now home better there will produce no good to your royalty. Them na home butia. And the margin market revenue.
Nana edase pa yamisro edase. Etiefo peni a yene ne kasa ye oye ohemponwa wo mankesim nananom atena nkunya osaje fa manfedu ya otodo anan nana piao
Oswafo hwankita wodi ho samso o my Ghana mu Yera Sam George abama ne yesa afefofra ye kosim nyame ya adom a SIM card registration e be koso na no nam so emwato ne boase a kire mu sem MPP aban ne hyase ye binenso wode ne nimu nti e na aban ne sisa agina ye no wenti ma yenkwa homan so e ne ene mrahye bedwani ya wogina hode ma ade hia wo wotwifo atemokwa Yera Theophilus Dominic David Vondi enkodi enkomo na yemisa ne senia emunchemu esitie sanse minister na anya abochechechemu ne entia womo sanso abeye foforo na yebeka ne ahye ne nso abra MPP aban te so no womo yebi edesum Ghana fo se ne beye a nipa dodo na ho nsem ebetimi ekodi aban nsem na obi biada enyina SIM card so enni bonem entia no sa no womo hye registration ase a na ye October bosom ne dedi kan ewo fiempino ene eduonu ba ko sabre no na minister wote so Esla Wusu Ekufo wedi kan abode Europe asre omanfo se bre no so a yenko na afei okay waba ebusu ya me yenko ye Ravondi abantie ne nkodi nkomo opani awie yakwa aba wo
mejo so me aba
makwa de e
everybody e ho ye mobo ye ho ye
nyame adom ne mpaebo ye ho ye pa SIM registration ye sa ba be ye biom ono abo ho hia ya ye bi dada o
I don't think. Hello.
Aha. Ni America ne say ya ye bi dada. Aha. Ye bi 2021 kwawi ye 2023. Ye sanso aba be ye foforo no na me bisa say ehu hia na. Emfomso be na we dada no mu afi we de ye be hwegina so no ya tenetene niomam.
Ba men show na men show ni anya bre eti wa fidie kasi. Set technology na kata no. Shada ni na fa ko. Bibi a no ya masesa. Technology no ya masesa. Ebi wo ho a ene search engine we the whole city we na ochina na asesa na uhwe the most important thing, and that's the most effectively say how protected are your data are. Where you see a data registration how protected is it? See a bit in India from Fidie, it protected how protected are they? Technology it evolves. You bet me be careful by saying then you must say you bet me for fraud a best thing na the economy and that's fasodie about bread. I don't think that it is a idea and yes. So for me, technology it's not static. Or yeah, by can phone ukuta just no some time ago na ukuta dia analog and then we free home and then we for ukuta no we are singing na ukuta the name no tinabi by the konenim. I think it's just technology that is involved, and as I say it to me, I get the idea. Na data na kuta with information, kuta present and profile and profile phone. Na ye so information yes safe. I think that once we continuously do this, no, you bet to me and to me boy here.
Honorable Wedia, Wadama, Miss Bisa, make I say Yera, Eslo, Yera, Eslo, Sukas, as in we are tray. Oh, yes, you register ye, now Kosopa, enti Diana Yafo Fra, where would they bray?
So the making Kahaka. First of all, it's about data protection. Minoka say, Anya Krano, 1 or 2 times. And when we say it be our phone, with data crano, will be a hacker, Nipa, Wahake, a brevia or a postal for bomb the number diaba, that would say, who be our land as well, the number way, and they are all revelations that keep coming. And at the end of the day, as time evolves, they be no ya queen, as I see a secret in your name, said you bear a bigger home for Cassia. So those are some of the things, and again, I see and say, are we getting quality? Are we getting value for money? I see and say, I mean, the man for who took when I say, and I'm in Okaze, who took I call Amanonia. Data boy, yet in a friend of room the boy, yet in Yagro. The British Papa. Me born with me about from 1 to extend say the who are with me Echiano. It will not be so significant difference about the more Ukabrochira Abayano. People will continue to do this until we get to baby as I true. So it's just an improvement of what we already have. And everybody want to go forward, everybody want to improve. And I think it is good for you and I.
Honorable Wedia, ya dasem wakwa nanso fufuro ya mobile baye telcos for na baye in charge na se hwan mu e na afi so nhihye ne te sei
the mechanical say meeting discuss anu achira wa na many one can year. I think that negotiations are still ongoing. Decisions will be made. Ye ba mu nyina amaswate
ewie ma ya na se papa ne wadaje Rasebe Jenny Ewo Chifu Atimokwa wono Yewura David Von D ne yakwa ene ne kodi nkomo ne sania dwumedie ne esi etie consensus ankrofo raise no ewo mountain so door so pa se ba ku ekoye ye nhye dan hunu so sa eno ntie be kwa homa no so biom ni afem ye ne Rasebe Jenny ya wogina hode ma ade hia wo mpraye so abato empesias Davis Opoku ansa kwa kodi nkomo sanso ye member edema ye communication committee no yankwohwe sane mu nchechemu esi etie yera woti anka wie ya Peace FM so ni akwaba
yenia miniaba
apomba ko
yeso adom ne ho ye bebre
ai minister ma Ghana fo atiase se ne MPP ama moteso amoye no endimu eye invalid ne kwa so ano no ne ya adwene
Minister Kasa Nina Kreta Okase invalida negative minister no believe can or very disingenuous to the real factor also. In fact, and sometimes I have a problem with saying again, say MPP and NDC. If the MPP are so, or more ministers say, or more emergency, a SIM card registration. Now, SIM card registration, now the fapping pa NIA for no card I won't be printed, yeah, my amount for say Monday, number one go ahead. But you will say along the line, there were some technical challenges and also operational challenges with even NIA for no on delivery process. As we speak, because of such SIM card registration, as low as one so you know, as two of one almost legal card from there 8 million to there 17 million. It showed you that around that time, now there was heavy duty and a heavy job on NIA, and they could not deliver in that regard. There were some contractual disagreements, but of course, remember, to even with the engineering link, engineering synchronizing with NIA, a lot of cards are not for the year 4 million were eliminated in the system. To get me say, the almost shot here, a minimum pay, but the occasion be a bogus and I say invalid, and yet a valid. There was 6 million said, or 6 million said the shots here and the MPP are buying. Their aunts a two senior uncle here, and then you bet me, you bet me, at the account, say, a big me. Many scientific countries say, data now, you was to see telcos, NCA, even NIA for no, AD Marcotin. Data now, or more than NIA bogus. That is not the point. Data didn't mean bogus. But of course, there's a need to synchronize the whole system and have one platform. You bet me data sharing. NIA for here, Omega, NHI for here, Omega, Electoral Commission for here, Omega, Obiara open data piano with just a click of a button, you know, or it me in Yasadia. And that is what we are hoping.
Enti honorable baako a wɔn paa ne sɛ wɔyɛ a yɛbɛɛ bibia foforɔ nanka wɔn susuo mu nka dada na ɛhɔ nom na yɛmpagem yɛ update ne kakra ɛno pɛ na nanka momo hwehwɛ ana.
Yes, I know say ban because that don't to me got to the natural. Your homophobia, go through all the 2 steps verification now. Omo echo omo ye kaneno wo phone so echo anything I catch echo ye the musako city fidie so any ye me na ama edimu. But if any baby woman me anya. So that's it. If you was it me twaso, if you bonifery was it me audit of the existing system no. Now, I said the papa and the young papa, nearly the young papa new film. Now, new ideas are happen, they never count. And then that's registration, the English took a fire amount for film print. And then more advanced technologies are bad, amount for print, you facial, the registration. How do we add on Sebaya? You move forward in the next 10, 20 years to come, amount for data will still be relevant in the system. Sebea the Panakujina Bank crowd in the Coco City this one. Yes, that's it. The Paonsa and me go in India with me, Oceana there. Machine in Boswa, a detective is scribbling who said, okay, and a ground. Or and you know, my minister didn't want the course, of course, the two Musupa said, yeah, the career, any man took a demo. Our idea was it's Twasso. And then they say, I am Twasso, not M1 Ghana, and couldn't.
Baako na mo ye no obi wo hodoma wentimi ankwankwa ye ntimo blockade wo mo sim nipa bebre na hodoma a wo mo sim card ne nya adwuma ami tie me de ka ho e na wo hwe time frame na mo de ye na October 1st 2021 kosi May 31st 2023 menim se wo committee ne so afi we de na wo mo kwakoye no eno ahoboa ne te se wo mbe che kakra na wo mbe sanso esimontene so abodewro e ma na to Ghana fo asumu a ye kwakoye wo china nkomo meka for front yen.
Yes, entina ade ba kwa yen say we say to me minister to me ban parliament normally you know what the structure is system how money to that because you see to me and my Ghanaians double job but obi wa or call can no prayer go sideline the 3-4 days just to get me NIA card, NHI, National Identification Card, Sana, or the coin the same card registration. Yes, you may have one and go through challenges. In the I want Parliament. I see the answer. I'll see to make sure now on by a demonstration next day. Yes, how our new system can eliminate long queues. Yes, how our new system a bit say church and go for line more and one fast work. Also, and I mean, NIA, SAS, registering over 19 million. Out of the 19 million, the 18 million plus another year card. Yes, Shakoya, Sanipa, Kakrana, MG or Mukano. The big mom saying now come, Kasabaya Cardinal, Enquire, Aquency, Emma or Musabaya, or betting a register on a SIM card. About Parliament, Minister Nine indicated or the new Ella Baba. Young never trusting a boom, Muniasha Hawa, the victim master system, Naya robust, me standing the test of time. Yeah, Magana for a Ghana for so agree, and Momo and Go or Hawane or Yamu.
Okay. Honorable Mayandas Nanka ye baby bisa so we privy to airline but emsa fe no wode bant me yanase na ye mfa so am emra shebedwani e won praye so abaton pesua so Davis opoku ansa o PK ne de frɛ no na woni ye di nkomo ma ye nyina we so na ye ntwa ye ho sima ye ba
Peace FM.
When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury acrylic paint. No be any paint, be paint.
The luxury acrylic paint.
Paint me champion. When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury acrylic paint. No be any paint, be paint.
The luxury acrylic paint.
Paint me champion.
So wakoma ho show. And I bought periperi. The Bronican hard burn one. A dear as a sow ye. That's how yams were Tim Swear.
Weber packing a farmer, Martin's liver salt, a chakway and tem, as she and Shagu glass more at a Martin's liver salt, no back one, no dear goom.
Ubahun say a who a glass in the moon. Now one no. Martin's liver salt, you an orange flavor, and a bacosia plain.
One more or Hobato. Nemum edina no, now home to a war, who doctor.
The luckiest everywhere. For everyone,
day. Maintain kakeko. Miniman kasa. If you say the luckiest season 3 Asayaba.
Afi mami chew kwanya obefa so nye o ticket but star 712 hash na di esise no so to ticket ana se ko internet no so na bo theluckiestafrica.com se bia me community ticket no so na you lucky number
ubetumi so ama system na eyi amount chere ahia wo pese wutia every 1 Ghana cedi posi 5,000 Ghana cedi ubetumi mpo ato ticket no ama obi foforo ye obi hero wo pese wutia enye den kra sa wo Ghana for mobile money tia na sa wo amanone dia for bank card tia
ticket baako ebo sika no ho empay ahanum 500 times we ye massa ye pe there will community de benyanso betimi aye emohu edu 10 times
inti yen kambom na yen lucky na luck bebia shawo hoso enye ma wona wondi infiedu watching luckiest jumedie yi enele imrata chire wo Caritas lottery platform no so
it no be any pipe be pipe it be DPS pipe be the original call 0543 662727 I dey tell you again it no be any pipe be pipe it be DPS pipe be the original call 0543 662727 DPS pipe connecting you to life.
When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury acrylic paint. No be any paint, be paint.
The luxury acrylic paint.
Paint me champion. When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury acrylic paint. No be any paint, be paint.
The luxury acrylic paint.
Paint me champion.
Peace FM.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Ya metiefo nyina kwa ba kase bonu wasi. Amansan ti ame kwabena mafo ana.
Ohine wa kase bu ahine.
MTN say kwa seamless enne So wo download my MTN app a udem African queen mackerel enampa kese ya yede tomatoes wagu ho aduane bi a wo ye no ohia African queen mackerel say yes stew oya nkwan oya jollof ukwasia da wia enkakra papa bi a opese wodidi ufufuo no ohia African queen mackerel oba pastors ewo makola said mekoya dawroma yadamase ama monitia yadumedie nkaye nyina to aso sports omuna omobaje omakunya.
Tune it in.